Alright, Shalom. First and foremost, let me start off by giving all praises, honor, and glory. Call Halal, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Harachakwadash. Alright, Yahweh is the name of the Heavenly Father, the Most High. Alright, Yahweh Shai is the name of His only begotten Son. Good grief, that's Satan. Salakia. I don't know if you could hear that, but dang near took my ear off. Yahweh Shai is the name of His only begotten Son, whom the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, who died for the sins of the elect, so the nation of Israel could be brought back, in the kingdom of heaven. Double honors to the apostles and elders, a great millstone, who rule well, who taught me this truth. All right. The holders of the light, man. Shalom to all the hopeful elect and sincere believers. Alright, hoping in the salvation of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, man. Because that's what we need, salvation from this place. Alright, from the devil, Esau, Edom. Alright, the water to the Most High for, Yahweh Shai, man. For His Son. Alright, the water Yahweh Shai for, the sacrifice that He made for us to be able to return. Alright, for us to be able to do this, to be able to see and speak these words, man. Blessed are your eyes for they see, and your ears for they hear, man. Blessed is he that readeth and keep, his ways. Alright, and endure unto the end. So this Isaiah 25:7, it says, and He will destroy in this mountain the face of the covering cast over all people, and the veil that is spread over all nations. Alright. He will swallow up death in victory, and Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai will wipe away tears from off all faces, and the rebuke of His people shall He take away from off all the earth, for Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai have spoken it. Because, alright, we're in that time right now where the twin brother of Jacob, alright, you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans are the Israelites. You are of the seed of Jacob. Alright, and Esau, Edom is the so-called white man, the twin brother of Jacob, who is the devil according to the Bible, who opposeth and exalteth himself, above all that is righteous. Alright, even though they want to pretend to be the people, they're not. Alright, they put their image up as the image of the Lord, and that's not the true image. Alright, Yahweh Shai and the Most High, okay, their visage is as a sardius stone. They look like, so-called black men with woolly hair. Alright, that's the original, that's the way man was created, to look, was to have that pigment. Alright, that pale skin is actually a curse. It's actually a curse, man. And they're a cursed seed. And everything that they touch is fucking goes, he brings wickedness and evil upon it. Alright, He makes it unclean. That's why this world is full of filthiness, man. Alright, it needs to be cleansed. Alright, and that veil that is spread over all the nations is all this devil's lies, man. Alright, he is a liar. Okay, the father of lies, the first liar. Alright, because he is also the serpent that was in the garden, man. Alright, so that lie that he's told, is that they're the so-called white people. Alright, they're the Europeans. They're fucking, the small hats, Israelis, whatever, man. And so he's spent, all this time and labor hiding the truth from the world, man. Creating this fantasy world that all these nations live in, which all these nations had a hand in bringing you Israelites down. Alright, they all, held hands with Esau, Edom, and consent with him, and were down with him in what he did to you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, you Israelites, man. All right, all the murder, the butchering, the robbery, the wickedness, the debauchery, you know, all the way up until this day. And this devil's not done. All right, this guy's not done. His desire is as hell. All right, he can never fucking be satisfied. He can never have enough. All right, he gonna try and take this thing all the way, man. Ultimately, he wants to completely destroy you, Jakes, man. You gotta understand, this guy isn't your friend. All right. Oh, and it's not a, you know, a black or a white thing, because I myself, I look like an Edomite, man. All right, but I have the spirit of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, man. I believe. All right, that's why, you know, I put these videos up and go out on the highways and byways. All right, and then, you know, do what I got to do. All right, because I believe. Because this is the right thing to do, man. You know, this truth has to be, you know, published. It has to be brought out. All right. So we can destroy that fucking veil, this covering cast. All right. These delusions, you know, that are put upon the people through Esau's fucking magic and witchcraft. All right. His lies and sorcery, which he's bewitched all these people in these nations. All right, which that covering cast, that veil, is being taken away. That's why everything this devil tries to do goes to shit. That's why it's being exposed. That's why, you know, the Epstein files came out. You know, everybody's turning against him. Everybody's talking shit about him. You know, everybody's hissing at the so-called white man. All right. Narrowly looking upon him, despising him. All right, especially the small hats. All right, they're the most despised, the least, you know, the least of the flock, man. All right, that's the least of the flock, them small hats. And that's a vile fucking people right there, man. All right, you look at that damn Talmud, you know, that dirty, nasty ass book that they have, and see the shit they have written in it. All right, the fucking debauchery and wickedness that's normalized among those people. All right, and Esau Edom is a profane man. It tells you that in the scriptures. He's a fornicator and a profane man. All right, that's why the world is like this. So that's why this whole system is all fucked up. All right, and everybody's minds are all messed up. It's because of this damn devil, man. It's because of Esau, which Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai is getting ready to destroy his ass. All right, Isaiah 25:8. He will swallow up death in victory, and Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai will wipe away tears from off all faces, and the rebuke of his people shall he take away from off all the earth. For Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai have spoken it. And it shall be said in that day, lo, this is our power. We have waited for him. All right, and we're waiting. We know the chariots are out there. We know Yahushai is waiting to come back. All right, he can't wait to come back and fuck this place up, man. All right, the Lord's going to destroy this place with a magnificent and wonderful destruction. All right, and the elect are going to be on a great chariot looking down at this place, getting completely annihilated by missiles. All right, because that's the purpose of the Lord, man. That's the purpose of World War III, is to bring judgment upon the nations. All right, primarily Esau says these weapons are made to kill the third part of men. You Edomites, all right, just know that you're going to be burned up, man. You're going to be burned up. And the elites, all right, you fucking globalist tech wizards, all right, all you rich assholes that think you're going to go into hiding in these dumbs and, you know, hide yourself from the wrath of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, you're going into slavery, man. All right. And Jake is going to fuck you up, man. Straight up. And it shall be said in that day, lo, this is our power. We have waited for him, and he will save us. This is the Lord, Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushai. All right. And everybody's going to fear that name, those names. All right. Ain't nobody going to have nothing to say. All right. You ain't going to mention no other gods, none of that, man. There ain't gonna be no mention of no bullshit. There are no other gods. Alright? There's only Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, alright, and the Israelites. And the rest of you people the Lord don't give a damn about, man. Especially not you Edomites. Alright? And this isn't a black or white thing. I look like an Edomite myself, but I got the spirit of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai on me. Alright? Through this wisdom. Alright? Through the spirit of the Lord I have this wisdom. Understanding. Alright? I'm not perfect, you know. Definitely not perfect. Shoot. I be feeling like Paul, man. You know, the chief of the house of sinners, man. You know, the chief of screw-ups. But at the end of the day, you know, I'm here to serve the Lord either way, man. So I hope for good. I hope for mercy. But regardless of whatever my lot is, man, I got to push this word. Because I believe in it. Because it's the right thing to do. All right? At the end of the day, whatever condition or I'm in, you know, all I want to do is the right thing. Hopefully, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai have mercy on me, man. All right? But, hey, man, these nations, nah. You know, ultimately, the nations are going to be restored. All right, but Esau, you're going to be, you're through, man. You're totally through. All right? And the jig is up. All right? The jig is up, my friend. All right? We have waited for him. We will be glad and rejoice in his salvation. All right? The chariots of the Lord, man, them so-called UFOs that you see. All right? This fucking bullshit government shows you, you know, these videos and tells you they're aliens or demons or whatever the hell they want to say. Man, those are the angels of the Lord, man. All right, that's the salvation of Israel, Yasha Allah. You so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, you're Israelites, man. All right? And those of you that could receive it, you're blessed. You know, hope in the salvation of the Lord, man. Work out your salvation with fear and trembling, and hope in the salvation of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai when he returns in the chariots. All right? That you be worthy to escape the wrath of the Lord, that you be worthy to be saved. All right? And see this great destruction that's going to come upon the wicked, man. For in this mountain shall the hand of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai rest, and Moab shall be trodden down under him, even as straw is trodden down for the dunghill. All right? Yeah. All right? This is Isaiah. Isaiah 29, man. This is Isaiah 29 and 15. All right, it says, woe unto them that seek deep to hide their counsel from Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, and their works are in the dark, and they say, who seeth us, and who knoweth us? That's what Esau's doing, man. All right, but he's being revealed. All right, on all levels, he's being revealed, and he's being cast down right before our eyes, man. You see the Israelites waking up, all right, which that's putting fear and dread upon them. That's making them move quicker. All right. That's why he wants to bring out these hate speech laws and shit. Because at the end of the day, man, the image of the beast, all right, you know, as it says in Revelation, going to cause those that would not worship the image of the beast that they should be killed. Anybody that speaks out against this guy's fucking New World system, all right, anybody that resists this New World system, all right, he's gonna come down on you. All right, and it's a test for the elect, a test of faith. It says, surely your turning of things upside down shall be esteemed as the potter's clay. For shall the work say of him that made it, he made me not? Or shall the thing framed say of him that framed it, he had no understanding? All right. Is it not yet a very little while, and Lebanon shall be turned into a fruitful field, and the fruitful field shall be esteemed as a forest? All right, because everything's gonna be brought back to the way that it's supposed to be, man. All right, and Israel is gonna dwell in safety. All right, all this shit, man. All this wickedness, all this, you know, this dung heap that we're living in is going to be destroyed. All right, Lord's going to do away with it. All right, and he's going to restore the earth. He's going to restore Israel. He's going to restore the kingdom. All right, and it's going to be an everlasting kingdom. All right, all nations are going to bow. All right, and fear Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai, man, and worship the Israelites, man. All right. That's why it says you are gods. All right, because these nations, all right, they're going to serve you Israelites. All right. That's the truth, man. That's the truth. That's the blessing that was given to Jacob. That's the blessing that was given to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. The covenants, all right, that are being fulfilled. The curses are coming up off of Jacob. That's why you have the elect waking up. All right. And the curses are coming upon Esau. That's why he's being fucking despised. He's being shamed, looked upon narrowly. All of his plans are coming to naught. Everything's going to shit for him. And he's only going to get so far. All right. He's being made, you know, when you carefully plan something and you carefully execute something, you know, you have all this time in the world to get something done. Well, the Lord ain't letting that go down. Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai is speeding things up on this guy. And when you work fast, you make mistakes. And so this guy is just, you know, it's all, he can't keep up. He can't keep up. It's all happening for him way too fast. All right, the Lord is just filling his plate and he can't finish it. He can't eat fast enough. All right. Says, and in that day shall the deaf hear the words of the book, and the eyes of the blind shall see out of obscurity and out of darkness. The meek also shall increase their joy in Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai, and the poor among men shall rejoice in the Holy One of Israel. For the terrible one is brought to naught, and the scorner is consumed, and all that watch for iniquity are cut off, that make a man an offender for a word. All right. So, you know, right now, all these people, they hate us. Really, they hate the words of Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai. You know, it tells you in the scriptures, they hate them that rebuke in the gate. He that rebuketh in the gate, he that departeth from evil maketh himself a prey. All right, these people, they really hate us. You know, Esau definitely hates us. He wants to kill us. Ultimately, he's going to make us an offender for a word. All right, for the words of Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai, he's going to make it illegal, unlawful in his system to speak the words of Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai. All right, and he's going to slander and accuse us. All right, demonize us. All right, it says some of you will be cast into prison. All right, but you know what? This is the will of Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai, man. We're soldiers. All right, we're here to do this work, man, and endure and finish it. Yahweh Shai finished it, man. That's what we got to do, regardless of our situation. All right, just got to do the right thing, because this is the right thing to do. That's a mindset that you got to have. This is the right thing to do. It says that make a man an offender for a word, and lay a snare for him that reproveth in the gate, and turn aside the just for a thing of naught. All right. So, hey, man. But everything that this guy's doing, all right, the Lord is allowing him to do it so that he can bring this vicious judgment upon his ass. Because when this judgment comes for Esau, it's going to be overkill. Because the Lord fucking hates this guy, man. And he is worthy to be hated. All right. This damn scoundrel, scallywag, reprobate, fornicating, profane ass demon, man. Esau, Edom. Alright? Well worthy of being hated and being destroyed with a sword destruction. Alright? Because all he's done is push filth and madness and wickedness and evil throughout the world, and done great murderous and evil covetous things, man. Alright? Which, we could be here all night talking about, man. But hey, this guy, he's out the door. He's out the door. All we have to do is endure a little bit longer. Alright, so with that, hopefully it's edifying. We give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Harakak Wadash. Double honors to the apostles and those great millstones. Shalom to hopefully elect.